Gentlemen in the mix.
Hey, traders. And what's up, Matthew Ray? W. Thanks to 20, dude. I didn't hear anything. Did y'all hear any TTS there? That's weird. That makes 0 sense, but of course, wait. I know why. Scott Carney was on yesterday, so I muted it because, you know, disruptions of the little podcast. All right. Thanks, man. So, wow, what a day for equities. What a strong close to the week for them, for crypto. Fantastic, right? Yesterday, there's a glimmer of hope. Today, catching a little fall through after yesterday's candle. Starting to try to solidify that second low, the confirmation low, even the higher low. And when you have that higher low, the continuation of that development of the hidden bullish divergence. Beautiful, man. These are the things that you have to have. So the argument, I mean, the more follow we get here after that wick, I mean, the better it gets. Like, the stronger the argument becomes that the bottom is literally in on Bitcoin and Ethereum.
JG super chatted $49.99. Dollars.
JG, thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll look at ExxonMobil for sure. We'll look at it, dude. It's crazy though, man. It's just like, all it takes are a few candles, a few days, and all of a sudden things start redeveloping, right? Where you're in the middle of nowhere, but if you pivot and you're at the pattern completions on the 886 and you fail to hit the 886 again, and you know that's traders settling up much higher, 37K versus 34.7 before. I mean, that's higher low accumulation, and then it's like, it's not just a little bit of accumulation. It's like you can clearly see you bottomed out twice and the higher low, and now an actual higher low on the confirmation low. That's so good. So, you know, there's work to be done though, right? We know you got to break $44,444, your previous highs. You got to get back above 42K, 40K. If you're bottoming here, I think that's happening. I think it's first time, you don't know. You rally, you react, right? We caught our reaction. And what does Scott Carney talk about with the reaction? You got to have around a 382. All right, you didn't quite get a 382, but good, come on, dude. I mean, you got a, not a 382, but a 376 or something. I mean, pretty much discernible enough. You sell off. And then the type 2. We got to get a higher, we got to get some sort of double bottom, even a lower low, but some sort of confirmation low. And you got to have variables that line up that helps you indicate that a bottom's happening. It's forming right now. Until we just randomly reverse to the downside, because there's no indication that you're going to reverse the downside. The beauty,
please, mate.
The beauty is the 4 hour. God, every time you would rally, you'd make hidden bearish divergence over and over and over. Finally, you're not. Finally, you made a higher high in your previous local high, and bullish convergence now. Nice. Well, look at that. So this is daily. I mean, that's incredible, man. So I'm just talking about. It's just like the same picture. 100 years researched, right? The M shape, the type 2, right? Over and over and over again. Again, right? So you get the 4 hour, we look at it if you want. Oops, 3 hour. Just remember how incredible this second low was. It hit the 88% retrace from its local low to high. Beautiful. 886 on 886s. 886ception. And, you know, just locally, even more local, you got that little, you know, descending broadening wedge that you've broken out of, and you're still out of it, and you're just going sideways now. But I'm just talking about, you know, normally you would, like right here, you know, from this high to this 886 retrace lower high, you showed very real hidden bearish divergence before you marked down. All right, same thing on the RSI, just over and over and over again. I mean, you'd have it. Some more hidden bearish divergence. You had hidden bearish divergence right here. I mean, in the end, right from the high to the lower high, higher levels. I mean, really, from, I guess, from, if you use this low to this, no, that would be, yeah, that's hidden bearish divergence argument too. So, yeah, over and over and over. So, I think you're okay. You do need to get back above that 200 moving average. You're below that, and in downtrends, you can clearly see what you do. You don't spend much time above it, and you normally just test it as resistance or stay below it. So, we got to get above that, but it's such a good start. All right, I am what you would say cautiously optimistic. That's the words, okay? That's how I feel about Bitcoin and crypto right now, and maybe equities too, because we're going to look at them and you'll be like, dang, man. So this is Bitcoin. The argument is building for a literal major bottom. Not like, oh, it's a Rudy poo. No, this is huge. This is insanely large. Structure and development since June of last year, actually. And now you're completing. You completed, and now you're confirming that you've completed. And a new huge wave would be coming. And yesterday we kind of spitballed it. Well, I'll do it again. But it's very similar on the upside. Same type of wave analysis stuff, right? Where we've completed the last major wave, and now we shall begin potentially the new wave up, and it's going to be a bearish bat. There you go. That's it. You're doing the same thing you did like in November, but on the bottom, and it's like a higher low. It's not exactly. One's a shark, one's a bat. Certain discrepancies, differences, but either way, I love a higher low. I love a freaking higher low, way more than a lower low. Right? There's no argument for accumulation. Okay. So don't get cocky, kid, but...
Hey Mitch, can you check out VSP, Vespa? Its Discord needs a miracle.
Its Discord needs a miracle? I'm confused. When companies, it sounds like when companies need help from their Discord, yeah, I would say they're dead already. They're not even a viable company. Right, that you should be like, this should be publicly traded. I mean, I get it, you're an influencer, okay, but a Discord that's a company, I don't know what that means. Either way, I could be completely off. So, okay, man, woman, aliens, children, people, pretty good. Just remember, the down-sloping resistance has been breached, right? The supply line you already broke out of. It's now doing very, very similar things to silver. That, yeah, silver's kind of somber today, gold somber, risk on, continuing to, that's what we're saying. Like, there's potential bottom in on risk on assets and equities, some equities, right? But you should remember silver, where it had a supply line and it broke it and then it created an M shape. That's exactly what Bitcoin did. It's exactly what Ethereum did. Well, Ethereum's a little different on the supply line, but it's breaking out right now as I'm speaking to you. And we're going to go to it right now, okay? So, yeah, very good stuff. I mean, this is just... Ethereum. Here's your Ethereum. Yeah, we were looking at it. I was saying it's kind of a cipher from here, but Scott Carney is talking about it's very true too that even from this anchor point, this is a swing low, this is discernible. It's not wrong. September of last year, you have an alternate bat pattern. A 382, 40% retrace on B, a lower high on C, then between an 886 and a 113. That's the alternate bat. PCZ, pattern completion zone. Type 1 reaction, perfect, right? You met that criteria around a 382 from the high to low, and then you sold off. Market participants have no idea that that's the bottom, but now you're starting to show things. The argument's getting stronger that the true major bottom's in. And as you can see, the channel that you've been confined in, you're back out. In 45 minutes, you will be confirmed, rebroken out of that channel that, again, very well respected on both sides. Also, something I love that I've mentioned to patrons for the stream, I love how we rejected 40. Right? You fell back into 40. And, oh God, bearish control zone on the daily RSI. Rejected. I love rejections, man. Rejection. Look what happened. Chat, listen to me. Look what happened last time 40 was rejected. September, the bottom, a bottom. When it rejected 40, it even back tested it. Forget about the back test. Just when you rejected 40, you went to technically, almost over bought territory, but one thing's crazier, all-time highs. It's great to reject 40 on a daily RSI, chat. Okay, so the 4 hour. Whoops, yeah, one's not. Sorry, wasn't visible. So, again, The bearish bat turns into the bullish bat. You got to wonder, will we get a type 2 return? Here's why you maybe won't get a type 2 return on this. Even though it'd be cool if you did, you may not get one because you are type 2. Like the type 1 return of the smaller harmonic is in fact the type 2 return of the much larger wave structure. Right? So that's the argument that you may not get a type 2 here. Okay. But cool. Hey, what's Ethereum doing that Bitcoin's doing? 200 moving average being tested. Ethereum just moments ago, I would say in the past 30 to 40 minutes, hit its highest level it had seen since February 19th. Very nice. Bullish engulfing candle in development will be confirmed in 42 minutes. And there's really not much resistance till $2,900, $3,000. You're probably going to go and test that. I mean, even if you fail and dump to zero, you'll probably go test the major inflection point, barring acts of Bitcoin or cash grabs, right? Or everyone just dumps everything because they're panicking. Well, the panic is behind us, and that's beautiful. By the invasion, they sometimes say. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, based on that sheet we saw, the Excel sheet or whatever, for all the different wars when they broke out. It's like, yeah, initially panic, freak out, but it sometimes ends up being an incredible buying opportunity. Well, we can't really look at that too much, but we'll keep it to the charts as much as we can and the argument for the bottom with the technical argument, right? And that's kind of what we do here. So, cautiously optimistic. Gotta love it, man. Okay, let's look at total market cap, because give me a sec. Sorry, I just got home. I've been on the road, stuck in traffic, doing all this stuff, man. Let me show ya. So there's good things happening, as Mr. Cheezel would say on Grandma's Boy. Good things are coming. Yes, good things could very well be coming.
I like turtles.
Here it is. I like turtles. Thank you, Jonathan. The potential double bottom. A higher candle close, so you can't say exactly bullish divergence, but you can't tell me that doesn't look stupidly good when you show one bottom and a second bottom, and then the MACD histogram looks like that, and the RSI looks the way it does too. Or guess what you're doing on the RSI? You're rejecting 40. 40 is being rejected on total. Great news, man. It's not all you do. All you have to do. You have to do a lot more. Like, you need to have an alert, maybe set up just marginally above 1.78 trillion. Then you'll know you're breaking a major inflection point, where there is very little to no price action, except maybe recently. Besides straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. And you could be straight up again to 2.3. The bears, they did all they could to take you to 1.3. They tried once, they failed. No, they're trying twice and they're failing. That's confirmation. Confirmation that the bottom's in. So you just need a little bit more follow through, and you'll be breaking like everything. You'll be breaking the supply line again. You'll be breaking the inflection point. And then I would think that that bullish convergence would be playing out. And I think a new wave structure. This thing retraced 78% from the low to high. Those are, it's not the deepest value area, and it's not even the best and most strategic area, which the 886 would have been the best. But hey, if you're too strong, if the market's too strong, because Bitcoin did hit an 886, but Ethereum only has 786, so an outperformer. And I think
July 2021 low, double bottom at PRZ.
I think you did. Well, look, sorry, I was on a roll, man. I was flowing. I was doing things. So I think Ethereum's a better performer because it's only lost.
Index double bottoms and crypto double bottoms. Risk on.
That's right. Potential double bottoms, right? We can't be arrogant and say they are double bottoms. They have to break necklines, which the neckline for Bitcoin, or let's just say the neckline for total, is $2.06 trillion. That is when you know it is a confirmed double bottom. But yes, a very, very strong argument for potential double bottom. But again, it's the context of where this is developing. If you were at a 382 and trying to paint this, you'd have to be a lot more cautious, because what do we know about 786s, 886s? Those are the completion zones of these big M shapes. So I'm saying Ethereum, I think, stronger and could very well outperform Bitcoin because it only lost 78% of its value versus Bitcoin that lost 88% of its value. So that's a great segue into what I've been looking at on Ethereum to Bitcoin. And there it goes. Oh my God. Here it is, chat. Can we get some Jesus chimes, some hype in the chat, some look here, listens. It was a bullish Gartley. It hit the pattern completion zone. Bullish divergence at the pattern completion zone of this Gartley in the uptrend. The undeniable uptrend. Near the oversold areas of the uptrend. Good Lord, man. Hey, they're in a big one. Super Saiyan, man. Highest level since February 18th. Let's go. Bitcoin, 37 minutes, so closing. Rallying right now.
Anonymous tip $24.24. Education request. Could you go over identifying and what validates/invalidates a dragon pattern? TCS equals dragon, BTC/GBTC/BTC equals no dragon? Looking to further understand and properly identify one as it's being painted. Thanks for all you do.
Yeah, when I get to the, you know, your request, I'll do that and I'll look back over what you said. Yeah, for sure, dude. But we got a pump stream kind of right now, a little bit. I mean, not like a major one, like breaking news, but it's like, hey, man, this could, I mean, so the short-term target, I would think, I mean, up 7.4 million Satoshis. But, dude, in actuality, if you zoom out and you look at what's happened, it's like the Gartley developed where? Where did this Gartley develop, chat? At the perfect area from your previous discernible swing low to high. It could have been a little better, but it hit a 78% retrace, just like Ethereum to the US dollar. So Bitcoin hit the 886, Ethereum hit the 786, meaning less market participants sold this asset than they did Bitcoin. That means when that's an outperforming characteristic of an asset when it loses less value like that. So when the reversal actually comes, the one that lost less value but was still at value perceived areas will do better. It will catch more bids. Percentage gains will be better, right? And that's already happened today on Ethereum is up 8% right now. Bitcoin's only up 2.8%. You can understand, right? These are just very subtle signatures that you can identify that can help you decide on if everything's homogeneous. Well, you know, think about like Luna. My God, dude, that thing, you know, it had its own M shape. It created a Gartley too on the confirmation low between the reaction low, reversal low. And that thing didn't really lose too much. I mean, it outperformed the crap out of Ethereum, Bitcoin on the way down. And look at it now. You know, it's like I said, if Bitcoin somehow bottomed out, Luna's going to all-time highs. Luna's going to outperform probably everything, this whole freaking market, based on what it's been doing. It's crazy, man. Luna, Moon Boys, they're incoming, dude. All right, so I'm talking to you and continuing to pump right now, Ethereum to Bitcoin. But I would say that's probably because Ethereum's pumping, where you'll probably see $2,900 to $3,000. Just test. And I know there are a lot of you out there, you know, saying, why's this guy talking about Luna? You should talk about GRT, man. No, you're just indoctrinated because we joked about it so much that you actually started thinking it was real and wasn't a joke, you know? Okay, so I'm just going to add an alert when we start breaking the C points. So we just can come back to it and say hello. Ooh, beautiful. Correct general chat. Talking to you, Zoner. And Deformed Frog Face. ADRK. Connect. Okay, let us move to BNB. Because BNB... we had already discussed this earlier. You know, we didn't really know about Ethereum and Bitcoin. But we did know about BNB. If the bottom came in ever, you were going to do things. This was the bottom. This was the area for low risk. Where is it, man, on my freaking chart? God. There, and this is what, you know, it happens, man. Like, yeah, this stuff happens. Like volatility, you fall lower, you know, you maybe scam out, stop losses, whatever. But look, I mean, look at the daily, and you tell me, is this not a potential great opportunity? And you're talking about a very real bullish divergence now in its beginning its development, like today, bullish engulfing candle in 33 minutes. Right? If it stays the same, which I think it will, or be higher, this is it, man. This is like action time. Low risk. Why is it low risk? Because we know the asset has lost 88% of its value from a previous discernible low to high. So there's value there. Low risk is also when you're so close to an inflection point where you know below that you don't want anything to do with it because it will collapse to much lower prices. So you can take on minimal losses before, before it collapses. But the closer you are to that inflection point, the lower the risk the entry is. And if you you're catching follow through, so it's like hey, I'm waking up and I see a BNB, and it's like this is extremely things have changed, right? Where hey, you double topped here, and that implied in the downtrend you were gonna see 348, 350 again.
Sweet
well, you went a little bit lower.
$23.23. Can you take a look at data? Thanks, Bubba.
Yeah, Sweet Pea. Thanks to 23 repeating, of course.
Bruh.
Thank you, dude. Yeah, we'll do it. So this is how it starts. I'm just saying. This is how it starts. This is how major reversals start. I mean, dude, it's like you are in a long-term uptrend. You know, we had a trade set up here because we knew how important it was. If it held, you could rally really hard. If it fell below it with confirmation, it was probably going down to a 5 again. So that's all you can do. It's like we don't know as market participants what's going to happen, but we certainly know where it might be strategic to take along. But then it's like not just the strategic area to take along. It's like all the other things going on at those levels. And right here, it's like you are everything that you could dream of occurring. The divergence, the type 2, the M shape, the uptrend. That's about as good as it gets. And if you get a bullish engulfing candle today, that's like the icing. That's like the signal. That's like the long signal. It's like it's time to go long because I'm playing the engulfing candle, right? Let's go, man. I mean, this is a trade setup. You know, it's like whatever, it's scam wick, whatever. But okay, if you aren't like paying attention to see what's going on, and you're just like, oh, it's over, dude. No, well, that's on you. You got to be paying attention. Things happen, man. Wicks happen. Dude, did Jasmine pump, man? All right. Good news for Cardano. Still like, imagine what Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing, and then you look at Cardano and you're like, this is just not the same, man. This is not the same. I mean, I can get how you could kind of maybe come up with an argument that this is happening. This probably is happening. You probably do have like a nice falling wedge here, right? And you could just imagine if Bitcoin and Ethereum were actually bottoming out, Cardano's bottoming out too, and this is the way it probably will reverse, right? It's at its apex, right? You know, you're in the downtrend, but you can clearly see down sloping price contraction, and you're about 93% of the way through the development of that price contraction. When the closer you get to the apex, the higher the probability is you resolution, or whether you break down or up, based on what the macro is doing, based on the fact that the daily is showing us now very real bullish divergence. I would think, and you're like at this ice line too. You're below it, but remember, it's not about the breakdown itself, which you got a bearish breakdown here. It is about the follow through price action you received after the breakdown. How can bears really follow through with more downside if sellers are implying they're exhausted on the daily and your macro looks like it's literally massively, majorly bottoming out? And you put all those together, it's like, right? You think that you could very well break to the upside here and get back above $1. I think it'll massively underperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, so I still don't care if you like get above $1 and then you start rallying and whatever. I mean, because we just looked at BNB, Ethereum, and Bitcoin all at like low risk areas. Ethereum's an outperformer of, you know, compared to Bitcoin because it lost 78% of its value versus Bitcoin's 88%. So I'm just saying, like, it's here, but why settle for Cardano when you could just be buying Ethereum or something, or BNB, larger market cap coins that just look better technically. So yeah, I mean, the argument, it's really tough to say that like the bearish breakdown is going to continue with these things going on now, right? So I'm saying, like, I don't know if you'd want to, even if you broke down bearishly, I don't know if you'd want to be going short on this asset when it's showing seller exhaustion. And the macro looks really good. Again, it's starting to look very promising. Okay, anyway, so Cardano, XRP. Wow, XRP, you know what's probably good here. Dude, dude, I mean, I'm telling you, not Cardano. This is it, man. XRP, you're getting a bullish engulfing candle on the daily at the inflection point, the top of the inflection zone, actually. So it's a type 2 return, just like BNB, just like Ethereum, just like Bitcoin. XRP's catching its own type 2, and it's a higher low. Oh, goodness gracious, right? If this bullish engulfing candle plays out, you catch some follow through, you have hidden bullish divergence, not much. Very, very close to it's almost being Class C. Let's see. What would it be if it's double bottom there? That means it would be Class C hidden divergence. This is Class B. No, it's Class A hidden bullish divergence right here. Your strongest form. Yes, massive upside. First target's $1. Second target's 135. Wow. You kind of see what's going on in this homogenous market. All these things are like, you don't know the first time, but the second time, you do know, actually. You do know. You already broke a supply line here, and you were out of it. It did the same thing Bitcoin did, the same thing silver did. XRP up 8% right now, and probably will be up way more if all this stuff plays out. If the TA is respected on Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, it's going to be respected on XRP. You're going to see $1 and probably maybe even higher, right? Too much accumulation. It's like something's going to give where you just keep making these higher lows like this. Something will give. Okay. Nice, man. All right. Very, very nice. Let me just go back to Ethereum real quick. That is at its session highs as I'm speaking to you. It's continuing to pump. It's up 9% now, chat. Again, bullish engulfing candle on the 4-hour will be confirmed in 26 minutes. And you are breaking out, re-breaking out of the downtrend you've been in since November, man. So what a start. What a freaking start, dude. But based on the daily, based on where we are, it's probably just the beginning. Okay. Let's go to the S&P 500, man. Wow. Just impeccable, right? You gap down, there's war and invasion, tyrants, and this is what happens. The resiliency of the West. I mean, it's hindsight now, but I think the story, right, for us to take from this is like the West is gonna let Russia collapse our economy, screw all our working people's pension funds.
Hey,
yeah,
Mitch,
right.
Can you take a look at link,
seems.
please?
Which is cool. I love that. What's up, Grace? Thanks for the 20. Yeah, and it's like as the stock market's recovering, it's not out of the woods, dude. I mean, you are not even close to out of the woods on the S&P. Are you making a higher high than your previous high? Not even close, man. But the good news is you're getting back above a couple key supports, $42.36, $4,300, right? Great news. Stay above those, you're safe. The idea that we're thinking here is if, like, you know, risk on, you know, things have changed. It's the perfect potential M or W shape here. What's going on? Oh, my bad. Oops. Yeah, so it's 618, so it'd be a 786, so it'd be a bearish Gartley. Yep, you'd be going for the bearish Gartley. So the target, if this wave, if a new wave is being ushered in, your eventual target on the S&P could be 46.65. Understand though, right? You can't just get, oh, it's going straight there. I mean, so much could happen, right? Sells off, back test levels, right? It creates its own little M shape here. Still valid wave structure, but it takes weeks, and eventually you get there. All right, so it's not going to be straight up. But something to think about. You've completed the X, the A, the B, and potentially the C, and now you're working on the D wave. It's not about the breakdown itself, chat. It is about the immediate fall through price action. I think you would all agree here, the immediate fall through price action of the bearish breakdown was immediate rejection. So, no bearish breakdown. No.
Can we take a look at
failed,
text, please?
Massively.
Thank you.
What's up, Peter Schiff? Thanks for 20, dude. Yep. Oh yeah, the date of the PCZ that I put here randomly, good observation, Bino, is 420.
Is that a joint?
All right, by April 20th, man, April 20th we'll be high. We'll be hitting the PCZ of the Gartley. Sweet. Book it, man. Just kidding. Oh, my bad. I just saw this. Oh, Brad? Yeah, might as well. You know. Might as well create a new link. Yeah, we got raided by bots today. I got out my moderation fingers, dude. It was good. It was good. Sometimes it's good to moderate. Sometimes, you know, like on your own. Because I delegate like completely. But sometimes, man, it's like healthy. Therapeutic to ban people yourself. Just kidding. So, man, just think about it. You know, look at your 4 hour showing positive momentum now. Beautiful. Just begun to build, and certainly, I mean, at this point, can you argue and say it's not diverging? Can you say it's not bullish divergence? Second time, you were oversold. You clipped that oversold, and you're right. You know, you hit 26. Beautiful. It's exactly the type of divergence you want to see on the RSI when you're oversold, not once, but then twice. And on the second low, it's much higher than the first time you were oversold. Beautiful. Okay. Dow Jones. We're safe. We got back above levels of support. We need to get back above. Beautiful. I mean, you're not out of the woods yet, but divergence.
In the mix.
Let's go to the daily. You do now have the beginning. Wow, you have like continuation of RSI bullish divergence. That's gorgeous. This is how bottoms happen. This is the way it looks before assets massively bottom. And if you're talking about the daily and the RSI diverges like thrice, look out, dude. Look out. You know what's also insane? Where are you? The Dow Jones is above 40 on the daily RSI. Beautiful. You're out of the bearish control zone. You had a bearish breakdown with confirmation. Daily candle close confirmation February 23rd. What was the follow through? A gap down and then a resounding recovery and immediate rejection. Today was like kind of the confirmation of that rejection. Though, of course, you must breach your previous highs. Otherwise, you are still in a downtrend. You are in a midterm downtrend. You've only just made a lower low. So you could always run up and make a lower high, and you do not want to see another lower high. Then all of a sudden, you've got the classic distribution. Classic distribution. 3 falling peaks. You don't want that still on the table as a potential idea where that's where it has. How it can happen, man. The rule of 3. We're reacting. What we have to do eventually is wherever we do top out, when we do sell off, we must make a higher low than the previous low. We must maybe hopefully we can back test some of these levels as support. Okay. It's the NASDAQ. There it is, dude, right? Bullish divergence. Piercing line Marabazoo combination yesterday. Oh my God, what? When do you ever see that? You never see, you don't see that. It was like one, I think it was the largest green candle on the NASDAQ price-wise in history. Largest green impulse candle ever. I know our other friendly community calls it something else, but we just call it a big impulse candle, and you closed the session highs today. Not out of the woods, not even close, right? I'll feel a lot more comfortable about this asset when it gets back above 14,171. Until then, you might just set up for another lower high, but at least you got some hope there. You got an idea that you made a low, you made the lower low. Sellers were exhausted. So tired, man. They couldn't do it, and now you're rallying. And thanks for the nearly 900 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button and the bell to sub. Thanks for being here. on a very interesting Friday. What a close. What a freaking, from the start of the week to the end of the week. I don't know how much my little heart can take. Wow. Everyone in the world's probably feeling the same way. But I mean, it's so trivial though. Our concerns are just jokes. When what started, or a lot of what started all this, has come from needless violence and tyranny from a guy who's lost his effing mind. Literally, he has to have lost his mind, dude. He has to be crazy. I just, oh man, we have Ukraine, but now you have like no allies. You're gonna have so much insurrection in your own country. Oh God, I can't even imagine. And then like, what happens if you do take Kiev tonight? Because that's what's gonna happen. There, like right now, it's the battle for the capital is like gonna be going on from like now until the next 48 hours until it's captured by Putin and the Russians, right? The Kremlin. So say he takes the city, the capital. Do you think it's over? 4.4 million people in this country. No, it's like, how are you going to, 100,000 plus Chechens are going to be there. They're like on the way, if they're not already there, to like be the peacekeepers or the people to enforce Putin's will, with, I'm sure, coercion, right? Death. So, I mean, it's just like, how are you going to... This is gonna be terrible, man. By the time that maybe they do gain control, they're gonna be collapsed. The Russian economy will be collapsed, or Putin will be assassinated by someone in his own people. No, like Russians don't want this. The Russian people, the only ones that want it are the ones that are brainwashed by their state media. All right, I'm sure there are countless Russians that think this is so stupid, just like we do. So when you're in these war situations, you got to think about it like that, because so many different. Russian people are just like you and me. We got families and friends, and we love things. We have passions. We're humans, and we're good-natured. But, just because there's a lunatic at the helm, it's not their fault. I mean, really not their fault, right? Because they can't even vote. Yeah, I mean, that's another thing, right? I mean, that shows how much he gives a crap about his own people. He collapsed his own stock market, right? Russian stock market, Moscow Stock Exchange down like 50% in like a day or two.
I believe. Completely ragged.
Yeah. I'm off base here, man. There's the new link to the Discord. So if you want a new link and you want to join the Discord and be notified when I go live, that's the place. And you can, when the conversation inevitably ends on this live stream, it continues in that Discord. And there you go, spamming it for you. All right. We really loved the way the Russell 2000 looked yesterday on that close. We loved it. And what we get, immediate follow-through price action, extremely powerful stuff, closed at your highs of the day after the massive bullish engulfing candle. So, yes, you have to break resistance, but this is the bottom. Pattern completion zone of the reciprocal ABCD, type 2 return. Wonderful. Massive underperformance of the hidden bearish divergence, it arguably turned into bullish divergence immediately on the RSI and kind of the MACD histogram, like that. You made the same low just about and much higher levels on the RSI. Guess what? You're above 40. You're out of the bearish control zone. All is well. For more upside, you're good. I mean, 20 or 2,000 to 2,100 is a serious level that you're going to test again probably. I don't know if you'll break it, but if you do, it's confirmed double bottom with a measured move that probably takes you to the next highs at around 2272 from December. Maybe the 200-day moving average. All right. Yep. Okay. So those are index funds, right? Now we got to go look at a little bit more somber story. It's okay, though. Is the trend reverse? No. It's just what happened. The asset hit its highest level early this week, like when the news broke that Russia began its invasion of Ukraine. Gold ran up to 1973, spiked with U.S. oil, highest level since September of 2020. And then what? It pulled back because this is a risk-off asset. Stock market the stock market opened a massive gap down below all critical supports, but then began a very resounding recovery, and those are risk-on assets. And when they rallied, the inverse correlated risk-off assets reversed. The great news: there is absolutely zero buyer exhaustion. None, chat. Remember, the composite operator, he spent like a year reaccumulating his position. So to me, it's like nothing's changed. Your like trend that you're kind of in now isn't even in jeopardy till you fall below $1,800, man. Everything's okay on it. It's just, yeah, it's going to lull while risk-on assets do well. You have a down day next week on risk-on assets. This will probably rally, right? Hold on, dude. Like literally, I mean, the entire freaking fire department, ambulance is going nuts right now. So okay, so here's silver. This is what I'm talking about, all right? This is Bitcoin, just from May 31st last year to like December, let's just say kind of like this, January of this year. This is Bitcoin, right? You had a supply line, you were in, it was very well respected, then you broke it. Then you created the M shape. And then you rallied, you made a higher low. Bitcoin's making a higher low. But then this one ran up again and made another higher low. So that was the rule of three and the three rising valleys. And after that third valley, you ran up to a high of 25.65. Same situation as US oil and gold, risk off assets. Kind of inverse correlated, definitely inverse correlated currently, right, to risk on. So still fine though. This thing is completely fine. Really, I think the cutoff on this one's maybe like 22.91, but even still, it's not. The real cutoff.
Hey,
like,
Mitch, can we take a look at SHIB PLS? Thanks.
Craig, if you want to look at Shiba Inu, come on, we'll look at it. Thank you, man. I think like really, until you take out your previous discernible swing low on the daily, you're in good shape. Because if you sell off and you bottom out, you'll just make another high. It's just like more accumulations. Like that's still bullish. Potentially a little bit, yeah, of Class B bearish divergence developing on silver to the daily. So that's kind of there. I guess gold might be too, because I only looked at it on the 4 hour. Let me look at gold on the day. It's probably no, it's not. The daily, neither the daily nor the 4 hour are showing buyer exhaustion. So I think they're fine. They're just pulling back, man. A lot of craziness is going on, dude. It's volatile and it's crazy times. These are crazy times. It's what a time to be alive is a very, very appropriate expression. What a time to be alive. What most of us thought would never happen has happened. The invasion, the Russian invasion. It's like, but again, it's like, why did no one really actually think it was going to happen? Because the downside potential for Putin is so high, or was so high for him to do that. Even if he's successful, we've annexed, like the Crimea and Georgia.
Let's
we've
talk
annexed
about all the good
Ukraine.
things and the bad things that may be.
It's going to bankrupt them. They will be a collapsed, failed state, man. There's possibility they could be a failed state based on the amount of like isolation that's happened. This is like unprecedented for Russia. I mean, like, even when they were Soviet Union, they had like some good strong allies. I mean, the communist Chinese have actually still officially, I mean, maybe not behind the scenes, but they have like publicly announced that they believe that Ukraine should have its own sovereignty. Unlike Russia. Russia's like, nope, you don't deserve to be a country. I hate the way this has gone. I'm going to take over it and I'm going to put in my people, right? China doesn't have that stance, actually.
Raising the interest rates and end of will destroy this rally, then China will enter Taiwan. Brace yourselves. Meet, do you think about some bunker?
What? A bunker? I made a joke to my friend about that today in a text, but it was a joke. Hold on a sec.
Hey Mitch, if XRP closes such a bullish daily candle, can you tell me where the new entry levels will be after that for a long? Missed
Like
the
now?
last breakdown as an entry, so I need to look for a new one.
Wouldn't
Thanks, cool face.
Wouldn't you be like, if you go over the type 2 return, and like what kind of like gives you confidence to believe the type 2 return is in? The engulfing candle, the bullish hammer, the Japanese candlestick reversal on the type 2 on that second low at inflection points with divergence and all that stuff. That's it. The engulfing candle is the signal. Now you might get lucky and get a pullback, but chances are if that's a real engulfing candle, like where, you know, the next day didn't get rejected, that's it. I mean, you're going to go up and down on, like, you know, tomorrow there might be an indecision candle, but like, and you might want to wait for that, but at the same time, that engulfing candle is it. That's the buying signal. Yep. Okay. Thank you, Arnie. So let's look at oil. You know, commodities weren't that crazy today. Oil still just hanging out up there, right at the supply line. Still, you showed bearish divergence. You're inside of this structure, and the negative momentum is building, but no follow through yet. It could come. I mean, I've seen a million times where it's like it's just building and there's no price action, and you think, oh, you're safe. No, it'll start selling off. So you got to say, like, looking at this, I get it. You could just ape into oil, but you're not using traditional technical analysis to own it, right? You're using traditional technical analysis maybe on XRP or Bitcoin or BNB or Ethereum right now because we have an argument based on technicals. It's at value perceived areas. Is oil? No, oil has been going like up like crazy. It's way more of a gamble. Even though we thought $100, it literally did hit $100. But yeah, it was like very short lived. So I just I don't know. Like it could obviously continue to rally, but it's also obvious that it's not presenting a strong argument based on a bunch of different variables at a critical support, right? Very long. That's your oil. Okay. So I guess now we can get to some requests. We did it, man. We've gone across the markets. The first request was from Matthew Ray W. You pick an S coin, it's probably doing, oh, good God, man. Well, maybe it is the type 2, dude. I mean, why not? 886 type 2. It's gotta be, it wasn't even an 886. Now it's hitting an 886, interestingly. Yeah, you actually touched an 886 here. So I don't know, is that a type 1, type 2? It's an interesting chart. I mean, very much so. I think that Bitcoin and Ethereum look better. I think BNB looks better. But, you know, it's like below that high from June of 2021. I'm not sure if it's a type 1. I'll tell you one thing. It's kind of like a mini shark.
Biden, Hillary and CIA shouldn't have overthrown democratically elected Ukrainian government in 2014. Burisma knew who was behind the coup and paid off Obama Gov by putting his VP's son Hunter Biden on the board, paying him $83,000 per year.
10% for the big guy. Arabian pleb. Thank you, dude.
Is that a joint?
Thank you, dude. So, this is literally a shark. And it's like, it actually hit the 113 PCZ, the maximum criteria, the maximum threshold. So the 113 literally lined up with the 886. Interesting. Very interesting. I like Bitcoin because what Bitcoin's like engulfed yesterday, big wick, scam wick, you know, like holy crap. high or low. This one's just not really as good, but there is, I guess I could understand why you would request it because of this. But to me, it'd be like, if you're going to go long on OPCT, I mean, maybe one's going long on Ethereum or BNB instead, because there are just less questions. But yeah, it's very interesting. Dealer. So ExxonMobil, where you think, oh man, it's maybe it's flagging or something. Well, no value. It would strictly be a momentum. You know, it is a momentum consolidation structure. If it is that, I don't know if it's this. I don't know if like that's gonna, you could just dump, you know, and go down to like $64 to test. It's not, it didn't really ever back test that zone, that major level of inflection. It's from history too. Yeah, this thing goes back to 2005. Like you never back tested that when you broke it. So if, here's the thing to think about, right? If we just looked at U.S. oil, these assets are heavily correlated to U.S. oil, right? Clearly look at the chart compared to U.S. oil. It's the same picture almost, right? Not really, a little different. This is downsloping consolidation versus oil's upsloping consolidation. So you just got to think, it's like, you know, are you buying somewhere strategic? Really tough to say. Not really. You know, you want to be buying at supports. You want confirmation lows. You want larger patterns. You want undeniable, fully developed divergencies when all those other things I just said are happening. You don't really have that. I mean, maybe, yes, of course, hidden bullish divergence will happen. It'll play out, start developing if you rally higher. But what if you just keep doing this? You sell off, negative Momo builds more. I don't think there's much of an edge, but yeah, I mean, certainly looks like a bull pull, bull flag, right? No one's arguing with that. But I'm saying, like, your argument, right, it's not your lowest risk argument. Where I think a great argument for ExxonMobil was the type 2 return, bullish abandoned baby, bullish 5-0. That to me was amazing. And you did get bullish divergence there. You had a, right? You had pattern completion zone of a bullish harmonic with seller exhaustion in an uptrend. And once you gapped up, you would bullish abandoned baby. That's the signal, right? That when the day ended December 21st, it was a completed, confirmed bullish abandoned baby. It's 3 Japanese candlestick pattern. It was confirmed that day. That could have been a long. Someone could have longed that pattern, and it's run like crazy
When
since
retirement, I'm tired of flipping burgers.
then. So Wojak, oh, never, dude. You will always be flipping burgers, dude. It's in your nature, man. It's not your fault. It's like, you have to always be flipping burgers, Wojak, because you are like a message and possibly a wake-up call to Zoomers and maybe younger millennials. Yeah, so that's your ExxonMobil. Nah, it's awesome, but at the same time, you know, I like the harmonics, PCZs, deep value received areas, but it's great momentum looking A, right? It could, what it measure move takes it to freaking $90+. Wow. Okay, next one, which I think is okay. Oh my God, yes it is. It's so good, dude. All right, new day. Jesus chimes. We did it, man. Ethereum has officially broken back out of its downtrend. Broke the supply line again. Bitcoin confirmed its engulfing candle hammer yesterday with follow through today, a higher close than yesterday's close. That's great. And the continuation of maturation of the bullish divergence convergence, or hidden bullish divergence. You know, it's great, man. Yeah, it is the hidden bullish divergence. This is LRC. It had the scam wick down. This is the pattern though. It's still there. I mean, whatever. You know, I'm not. Did traders settle up down there? No, the traders settled up around the 886, a little bit higher. So to me, it's interesting. I mean, this is exactly where a major reaction could occur. One low, the exact same low. Traders set it up pretty much the exact same dollar. So look at the nasty levels of negative momentum then, but then it's the same price after completing a wave structure and substantially lower levels of negative momentum. So you can't be surprised if a major reaction happens here. It may not be all the way because it might have to. Thank you for the mushrooms. Thank you, Nick, for the mushrooms, dude. Right? This is how, the divergence ushers in a reversal, a short-term reversal that rallies you, but then maybe it's not enough, and you have to sell off one more time for market participants to gain that second low, the confirmation of the double bottom, right? And then maybe by then you make it, it's a higher low, and there's hidden bullish effort or something. But either way, it's like, yeah, based on like how many times, millions of times this happened across all markets. Normally when you complete an M shape, you show bullish divergence, the reaction comes, right? That's it. So yes, don't be surprised if LRC reacts here based on these things, okay? That's LRC. Yeah, I didn't even see that. Yeah, well, late request because, it's got corny on, man. Yeah, dude, uranium, so someone requested this yesterday. Look what it did, man. It was the M shape. There was a supply line. It broke the supply line. It back tested the supply line as a demand line. And look at it now. Today hit its highest level since October 22nd. Uranium. But really, what is this? What is this actually? Come on, dude. One time. It's a low. And then the second time. We got accumulation going on. All of a sudden, you got 3 lows, 3 valleys. Classic accumulation on SRUUF. Up 7.71% today. Uranium. Sorry. So once you crack this 1250, boom, straight up to 1341. No problem, man. That's uranium's amazing. Wow. It was good, and now it's playing out. Can somebody give me a sound clip of Dave Chappelle screaming, aluminum? It was on the, called Black Bush. One of those skits he did. Chappelle show, right? Okay, next request was this one. Oh, is it an S coin? Yes, it is. It's an S coin. Yeah, this is like Jasmy. This is actually maybe worse than Jasmy. This is a scam. I would never touch this. Ever. Just when I thought we had found the worst asset you could ever request in crypto, which was Jasmy, VSP has taken the crown, the S crown, right? It literally smells like S when the S coin puts it on its head. So congratulations, we have a new king. That's it. That's the analysis. I'm not going to do any more analysis on this. You can't feel like I scammed you or something, because dude, it doesn't matter if it rallies randomly soon. It's at all-time lows. It's only making lower highs, lower lows. There's nothing about this that you would ever want to own. You'd never want to own this, ever. That's it. Sorry, man. For real, dude. Look, people will request stuff like this, and I'm very grateful for the contribution to the stream. You're supporting it, right? But the best, what you really are supposed to do on this live stream, in this community, is you invest in yourself and you do everything you can to learn how to read charts, right? This isn't just, I made all this up. This is like me studying other people's work for over a decade, right? So I'm just applying what I've been taught, right? And I'm applying it here, but I'm trying to teach you too, condensing down everything into kind of like a formula to make it a little easier, just kind of like a centralized area where we hang out and we learn together. Anyway, so when you request an asset, I can tell if you're investing in yourself. I can tell if you are applying the teachings taught here. That's it. So if you really want to make me happy, I love the contributions, right? Of course, but it's when you request something that I go to and I can't believe it because it looks so good because of all the variables that are taught here, right? Or taught everywhere, but it's just, again, condensed here to make it easier. So, you know, you don't have to like be scouring the internet. That's what I had to do, man. So long, just all over the place, everywhere, man. Trying to learn all the stuff. So I struggled, so you don't have to. Next request. Monero. Privacy coin. My God, I think that thing should be at all-time highs probably right now, right? But it's not. Because it's homogenous, just like everything else. But yeah, I would say kind of interesting. Really, it's not that great to me. Like, I don't think you went near deep enough from your previous lows to highs. But you can't say you're not at a very interesting level, like an inflection point. Like August of 2017 was resistance, July 2018 resistance. Now it's trying to maybe be a support, you know, and you are showing bullish divergence, and this is a potential double bottom going on. You are in a downtrend though, midterm downtrend for a while. But if, like, say Bitcoin respects the TA, you think Monero's gonna dump? It's not. It's gonna rally too. And where would be the lowest risk area ever for Monero to bounce? Because the macro is bouncing, literally probably right here. This is it, right? It's like below this is death and despair. The next target is like 121 below this level. But you held it once, and now you're trying to hold it twice. And on the second time you're testing this critical area that's been resistance before, the sellers are implying they're exhausted. You just confirmed a bullish engulfing candle on the daily, and that's like a buying signal, a daily buying signal. So this is extremely low risk on Monero.
Cactus Leo tipped $22.22. PLBY, Playboy, Stonk.
Thank you, Cactus Leo, for the 22 repeating, of course. Yep. Well, I got him out. Yeah, I mean, plot it if you want to. But, you know, it's just like kind of Bitcoin Ethereum situation. It's at low risk, very low risk areas, and just confirmed 8 minutes ago the signal, the buying signal. You had a really nice bullish hammer, almost pinball hammer price action, and then the engulfing after that. That's beautiful. This is so low risk. Your first target, I think, would probably be the 185, because you're in a downtrend, and it could very well run up and fail and dump again. But indication that this support could hold. That's it. That's your Monero. It looks good here for like, so if TA is kind of respected here on the daily at the support, this is what happens next, probably. Okay. So it's a good request, really good request. Grant F, thank you, dude. Oh, you're talking about a harmonic though. I mean, does it matter? That would just be adding icing to the cake here. Anchor point, July 2021. You tell me, dude. Is it a 172 or 1218? I'm sorry, 1272. Oh my God, it's so good. Let's go, Los Rey, man. Got some newer Jenkins in chat. Yeah, yes, it's a bullish butterfly. It's beautiful.
Lobster tipped $100.
Good God,
Are we ready
trade
for
setup.
Miamu and more, por favor? Can we look at the weekly?
We will look at it. Thank you, sir. All right, let's just do this. Do it live. Very easy here. It's like almost softball. Now you can think about it like this. Like, do you want to put the stop below the wicks, or do you just want to put the stop below the actual level back from 2017? It just depends on how aggressive you want to be with this. You could go all the way below it and say whatever. It could chop around there. But it's not equitable to take profit at the neckline of the potential double bottom. That's okay though, because remember all this is happening, by the way, at a major 78% retrace. So it is at a value perceived area. So you're good there too. That's another thing. We could just use Fibonacci from the high point of the butterfly to the low point. And we could use anchoring, right? Still not equitable at 382. I would say maybe a 50% retrace would be adequate here. Because this is like, if Bitcoin's truly reversing, Monero is too. So you could just 50%, 618, and then you go with the 786 because it lines up. It's very confluent with some peaks here. That is the way to size up Monero with a pretty loose stop to protect you from scam wicks and bull crap. All right? Very, very real here, dude. This is not a joke at all. Let me also just plot this too, because this is real. It's really like that. It's like that one high right there. Right there. Okay. Yes, this is a perfect butterfly with a type 2 return. Scott Carney would be so freaking proud right now of you, Grant F. Make it purple. I don't know. Purple's kind of my go-to on the butterfly because it's more feminine, you know. Butterfly, feminine, so purple. Well, I don't know. Some people would argue and say purple's not feminine. I'm not going to make it pink. I think pink is like the deep crab or something. Anyway, privacy coins unite. So long. Trade setup. What's the argument? Not a trend analysis, but harmonic patterns, chart patterns, technical indicators. Yes. Be alert. Okay. There you go. There you go, dude. All right, alert. Start pumping. We're gonna hear the beep. This is it, chat. This is like how bottoms. This is what bottoms look like. Flip the chart over. I mean, could you really be bullish on this asset? No, you'd be so bearish on this asset right here. Holy crap. Okay, just making sure. Yep. Next one. Some education, I guess, or something. TCS Dragon. Huh? I don't get the TCS part. TCS group, container. Oh, I got you. Yeah. This one died. This one died because earnings. I posted just after posting it. I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even know earnings were coming out, and I'm just like, wait, hold on. You can't do anything because of earnings. And then it's done. So now it's like, are you asking? Oh, it could be a new dragon. This is not a dragon now, dude. Not really. I mean, normally they stick out like, oh, it's perfect dragon. It was kind of a dragon in my opinion, right here in January. But you know, you can still do. It's still at a very real spot. Like it, right? These lines have been here. You know that. So 930. If you broke 930, your next target was $8. What'd you do? You went straight down to $8. But now, like, you tested it once, and you've rallied to test what was once support as resistance before reversing. But now you've tested $8 again, and you've bullishly engulfed yesterday, and you confirmed that engulfing candle with the higher close today. So it's like, I don't think you can look at it like a dragon. I think there's a supply line. You know, in reality, it could just be like, you know, kind of like this now. Right? So you don't, that could just be like that. Then it's just maybe a channel or something, right? A downslope channel. So I don't think we could look at it like a dragon, but I still think there's a supply line. And I think it's pretty cool what it's doing at this next level. It's trying to confirm a bottom. I'll tell you this, the RSI is pretty good too. From the low to the next low, you're diverging here too, you know. Divergence across the world. So it's pretty easy to know you want nothing to do with TCS below $8. Look what happens below $8. Could someone tell me what happens to TCS if it falls below $8 with any sort of confirmation? What would happen? Like based on historical context, based on what it's done in the past, not my feelings. What does it like always do? Yep, I mean, there you go. Yep, 380. Goes to 380. Straight up, straight down. Eventually up, down, up, down, up, down. And it would make, what would it do? If it broke this eventually, you know what's happening. And this might be a great opportunity one day. So, like, just staring at this doesn't really make you feel that great, does it? It'd be a 786 actually, like a Gartley. PCZ 562, but think about the 886. Like, think how much sense that makes, right? For this asset to eventually see 380 again. It would make too much sense. It reminds me of WTER right here. Like if it got down to that level, it'd be like water, alkaline water company. Right? 886, because confluent with critical support. So I think that's your best long opportunity probably in the future. But yeah, right here, it could hold. But if you're in some sort of correction like this, it could rally, underperform, just make a lower high in the previous highs, and then dump again. And eventually, in like a month or a couple months or a few months or 6 months, it eventually sees 380. So I would just wait on, maybe wait on it now. But yeah, again, if it $8 holds, it could rally up, but it's going to go to 930. I don't know if it'll break 930, but I know if it breaks $8, it goes to 380. So okay, that's kind of it. All right. Dragons are just premature harmonics. That's all they are. Right? So, okay, a great example. Let's go to Ethereum real quick. Let's go to the 4 hour real quick. So, back here.
Can you check out $MTRG/USDTQ coin?
Sure did. Thank you. So, for instance, you see this was identified, okay? Once we pivoted here in late January, I mean, we were on stream with this thing plotted, and it was just air. There was nothing here, okay? Because we were able to identify maybe the beginning of the development of the classic W, all right? But, you know, you just think about, practically, you could look at it like one of these highs, the head of the dragon, you know, all it takes is a head, a foot, a hump, and then a second foot. And then when you break out, it becomes the tail, the dragon tail. So it's like, you know, to me, we had identified a little Momo shifting structure and inverse head and shoulders down here, remember? But, you know, even if you don't identify that, look, you know, hold on. You can look at it like it's the dragon, right? Probably not your best example, dude, for real. Hold on.
Zoozed, please.
What's up, Blue Dude? Yeah, Tezos. Fantastic. We can do another trade setup on Tezos. Just like we did with Monero. But I think Tezos is better than Monero. Way better. Tezos, amazing, dude. Yeah. Don't even have to look at it to tell you, incredible. All right, let's move on. I mean, dude, again, it's just like, you want me, I'm just trying to find like an actual dragon for you or something with a nice, oh, U.S. oil, right? US oil like dragon upon dragon upon dragon, dude. This is a dragon. It's the dragon, right? The head, the foot, the hump, the second foot, the spine. You break the spine, you create the tail. This was a legendary tail. This wasn't really a dragon, but the supply line still exists, though. This was a beautiful, undeniable sexual dragon. Right? The head, the foot, the hump, the second foot, third foot, whatever. So Quasimodo looking a dragon. Came out of Chernobyl. You know, when it broke the supply line, where'd it go? It created the tail. It went nuts. So all kinds of drag. It's like dragon season on US oil, but unfortunately, the dragon tail, look how high it is, man. It's like there's no more value now. It's still just continuing off that. Okay, next request. Data, next request on the list. Doing this in order. It's beautiful. It's literally great. Okay, this is a massive potential double bottom. 4-hour bullish divergence. And it's like where it's double bottoming. It's at an inflection point from January of last year. It's really this too. Oh my God. How is this even real life? Can you believe this?
Herbert super chatted $35.83. Hey Mitch, can we take a look at Hex please for all the thirsty Hexicans in the chat? Thanks.
What's up, Herbert? Yeah, eventually we'll get there, right? I mean, a lot of demand for requests today. So yeah, we'll get there when we get to these other ones, all right? One bottom, second bottom, potential double bottom. But it's also like if the wedge is still real because it's like 97% of the way through the development of the wedge. This is it, man. It's like the resolution, I guess, is coming, right? So you got so multiple variables. All right, your argument is strong here for a potential reversal. So again, let's think about it. We're always looking for an asset to be at a strategic level. Check. You got that on theta. You look left to find those. You got it. It's a swing high level congestion. When you broke it, you rallied to higher prices. And that's it. All right, so we got our inflection point. So now we're looking for all the variables to complement things, to increase our probability that that level would hold. All right. Sellers are exhausted at this inflection point based on the oscillators, right? Yes, both of them are saying buyers or sellers are tired and they don't have much left in the tank. You have the falling wedge, you have a potential double bottom, and you have a bullish engulfing candle confirmed yesterday. That's the buying signal. Yes, this is an actionable trade. It may not play out. It may fail because they do fail. But this is actionable for a long on theta. And your stop loss will just be marginally below 225, the second bottom, right? Because that's your argument. Once you fall below all these levels, your argument becomes completely invalid. Therefore, you don't want to own the asset anymore. That's it. Yeah, data, incredible. Upside potential, minimum 372. But if you ever broke $4, you're probably going to do 550. Got to break that previous high. But then eventually 844, 845. If Bitcoin's making a major reversal, so is theta. If Bitcoin's literally bottomed, which it's very possible, type 2 return at 886's, PCs are harmonics, theta's bottoming too. Yeah. But it's like you already broke out. I mean, you don't have. You can look at it like a dragon if you want because we already.
Can we check CTK USDT 886 harmonic with confirmation bottom?
What's up, Egg? Yeah. Do you know it's tip? You just tip twice. What's going on? Oh no. You can look like a dragon. It's stage is set. Okay. Stage is set for much higher prices. If the bottoms, if you pivoted yesterday, you confirmed it today, I think. On the daily, which is incredible. What's going on, man? Lord. Okay, so yes, long trade setup right now, theta. It is actionable for a long, yes. Your one stop loss is just marginally below 240. That's it. Okay. Showing all the indication that it will be reversing soon. Doesn't mean it's going to. It just means that it's probable that that will happen, right? Conditions are favorable for a reversal right here. You got to have Bitcoin play ball, but the good news is Bitcoin's implying the same thing. The next one was Chainlink. That's not as good. Not really as good, but yes, continuing its divergence. It's going to do what Bitcoin does. It's going to do what all the others do. With all this divergence, I won't be a surprised person if I wake up and Link's higher. I'm not going to be surprised. Are you going to be surprised when the daily is showing triple RSI divergence and now tail end bullish divergence? You can't be surprised if a reversal happens here. You bullishly engulfed yesterday, but where'd you do it? Kind of nowhere, middle of nowhere, not at a real, the good news is you got back above that July 19th level, closed above it, which is cool, but there's so much adversity, there's so much crap you got to do to really want to get bullish again. You got to get back above 16 bucks. I think that's the major level. This is kind of potential dragon stuff too. It could be a lower low dragon. You can have higher low dragons, lower low dragons, right? Just like you can have green dragons, red dragons, magical dragons, dragons to talk, the hoard treasure. It's kind of rough, but that's to me like a supply line, right? And it's like you broke out. It's like Chainlink broke that supply line yesterday with the engulfing. So you did break what kind of could be considered, a resistance of some sort. So that's good. So your target's 1572 from here. I think you'll go to 1572, 1639 to at least back test it as resistance before going to zero. But you can always break it and run to 20 bucks. You will break it if Bitcoin's bottomed. This asset will go to $20 again if Bitcoin's bottomed out here. $20 and could go much higher than that. So it's not like the best, but it's, it's okay. Let's go, let's Ray, man. Let's go. I need some Lustia.
Loster tipped $100. Loster needs hashtag Mirlo
Sounds
much
like Lost
love
Ray,
sensei.
man. It was Lost Ray. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. The Lost Rays, the Losters, the Lost Rays, all of the combinations, man. Yeah, Myrrh. We're going to Myrrh. It's coming up. It's very, very soon. Like, to me, looking at Link, I would own Ethereum over Link. I'd own BNB over Link, probably. I'd probably own Theta over Link. I'd probably own Monero over Link. You think about it, right? Monero making the same low. Theta making the same low. Bitcoin making a higher low. Ethereum making slightly higher low. BNB, same low. You get what I'm saying locally? This one's a lower low. So, it's like, which ones are performing? Those are performing better than Link. Those are all at inflection points and supports. This one's not. It's like below. So that it's just not as strong. Let's do this. Holy crap. Let's go, dude.
Loster tipped $100.
It is.
It is a in-house joke, bro. Lol.
It's an in-house joke. It certainly is, because the joke has been running since early 2018. Because I've been calling him Low Stir for 4 years, and he told me like last week it's actually pronounced Lostre, and I didn't know. But how could I know, man? Thank you, dude. Holy crap.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
300 on the day. You know what? Crypto Hoarder, he you might be, what is it? Making a run for his money or whatever it's called. I don't know.
Bow to your sensei.
Whoops. Okay. Holy crap. Next request was... Holy crap, there's a lot of requests. All right, so you just got to keep bearing with me. All right, the next one on the list was Hex. Down 0.88%. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting here, okay? I don't think there's like the harmonics kind of in trouble. I love what it did on the daily. I love the bullish engulfing candle. I love the bullish engulfing candle back above November 9th's low. I love the bullish divergence going on right now. It's low straight, man. That's 400. Dude, let's go, man.
Can devs do something?
Loster tipped $100. Since hyped on crypto, but the hoarder is a legend.
That's right, dude. Yeah, no, you've been around since the beginning, dude. You're a legacy community member. Thank you, dude. And yeah, Crypto Hoarder is a friggin' legend, like unreal. He's probably on some you know, Virgin Galactic spaceship right now, you know, just hanging out in space, and he's like, dang it, dude, I don't get Wi-Fi. He's not getting Wi-Fi up there. Okay, so with Hex, you know, I kind of reassessed it, kind of went back to the drawing board on it, and just, you know, I'm thinking it's just this big channel. But here's something kind of interesting about Hex. If we plot it like 1 and 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom, look at the heart line. You tested the heart line again, and it's been regarded as support. So I think if you can stay above 14.5 cents long enough, you could rally here. I mean, like, the problem is it just doesn't correlate to Bitcoin and Ethereum. So we can't be like with all the other altcoins. Oh, like Chainlink, it doesn't really look that great. It's okay, but we know it will rally for sure if Bitcoin and Ethereum rally. This one's a little different because it just does its own thing, kind of, right? So I would think though, if Bitcoin sentiment returns, favorable bullish sentiment returns to crypto, Hex will have a good day too. I think if it can stay above 14.5, 11.8 cents long enough, I think it's okay too. There's a lot of chop there, man. This is like, you know, you fell below that high, that 17-cent high. That sucks, but you can clearly just look at your price action in the zone now. It's really starting to become established, very well established. Like, all kinds of chop, supports, lots of support. You hold it again, man, you're good. And this divergence really can help you here. And I think, like, just to strategize it, if you just, I mean, I think there's other assets out there that are better for us, but, like, you know, just one, protect themselves and get out below 11.5 cents, right? Just kind of somewhat marginally below that area, maybe like, shoot, 10 cents or something. But if it holds, you know, we could rally to the supply line again. I mean, there's a lot more upside. We could be going to like freaking 23 cents to test that. But that's it for now. There's your Hex update, okay? Okay, let's see the next one. Oh, it's really interesting. Oh, I love it. I love Shiba. You know, I hate that I say that. I love what it's doing right now, kind of, in ways. I think it, like, you know, I don't think with that buying climax, it started normalizing, or you got a high, a second high, and then you got 3 touches here, kind of, so that's supply line. You broke the supply line, and now you're back testing a level. There was a high kind of May, a low October last year. Clearly congestion there from just recently, late January, early February. It's like an M shape. It's like it reminds me of silver. My God, it reminds me of silver, dude. It's a 786 though. It's 2, yeah, man, it'd be awesome if it was a Garley. It's just not, it's like a, you know, it's not, it went like 80%. It's an M shape, holding support, and already broke a supply line. So you think if Bitcoin's bottoming, Shiba's bottoming too. This is exactly where it runs up to 3/100ths of a penny again. You do got to get back above that 200 moving average. You have some class C, almost just kind of class C hidden bullish divergence on the higher low. It's not bad. I think there are better ones, but dude, when you break a supply line and then you make a higher low and you complete kind of an M shape, it's pretty good. The reason why it can't get to the 886 is probably because it's an actual real level of support, and it's holding. It's being tested. You've sprung and you're back testing the spring right now on Shiba. So I would say if you were going to take a shot, I mean, first target 3.5, 1/100ths of a penny. Then after that, probably swing in for, right there on the daily, that swing low and a swing high. So that's a little zone right there, 4.7 to 4.9 1/100ths of a penny up there. That'd be your next target. After that, my God, dude, could very well be going to 7.6 to 7.9 1/100ths of a penny. Yeah, so it's pretty interesting chart, and looks like it could very well rally here. Yeah, that's it. Shiba Inu. Wow. All right, XRP, even though we already looked at it, it was requested again. New entry levels, anywhere as low as you can get today, right? Because that's the buying signal. I mean, that's literally the signal, the engulfing candle on a daily, and traders never let the price fall below the top of the inflection zone. Yeah, you might get lucky and pull back some. You could just wait and see if you get some sort of pullback, but buying at the lowest level you possibly can after the engulfing candle, always good. Hidden bullish divergence, type 2 return on the bullish Bartley pattern. This is it, dude. This is normally where T is respected. This thing's going to $1 and then $1.30 after that. 20 more likes for 400. Wow. Tough room, dude. Tough chat. What the heck, man? Thought we were going hard. I thought there's a great stream, you know? I thought we were doing things, man. That's right, man. Dude, that's 500 chat. Oh, I know what you want.
Lost your tipped $100. Hashtag ship cute so is hashtag XRP, but you know what I want, lol.
Alright, whatever, we'll do it. Wait, we can't do it. We can't. You know why? Because we have to go to Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin's hitting its 200 moving average again. And is rallying right now. Where Bitcoin's up $500 on the new day, 1.3%. Chat. For anyone that was wondering, remember, this is the potential dragon, right? Yeah. Premature dragon. Alright, so very, very good. So I'm talking about the 200 moving average. You tested it kind of really on February 24th, but here you are testing it again, man. It's real. It's like, that's how real it is. But once you break that, then you're going to 40,665 to test that, the beginning of the inflection zone. If you break that, you're going to 42K real fast. Really good, okay? There's nothing indicating that buyers are done or tired on the 4-hour or the daily, right? The 4-hour looks incredible. You are at 60 on the RSI on the 4-hour, meaning there is so much more upside potential before it becomes overbought. And as I'm speaking to you, Bitcoin is at its highest levels since February 20th. It's up 1.86%. Just hit its highs of the new day. On the weekend, weekend warriors assemble. But yeah, the pesky 200, it's there. Look at how it was resistance before you rolled over. Now you're resistance again, but good news. You've already broken out of the consolidation structure. You hit an 88% retrace from the previous low. That 886 is the type 2 return of the mega harmonic, which means you may never get a type 2 locally. Just like we're thinking with Ethereum. What's up, Gail? Good morning. Or it's really, really good evening here. So, good news. I'll set an alert if you're making session as we get back to these requests. It's great news, though. In Bitcoin and then Ethereum. Same thing. Ethereum seeing its highest price just recently. Highest price since February 18th. On its way to 2,900 to go test that major level. All right. How magical, dude. It's so freaking magical. You went from bearish bat to bullish bat. And I'm talking to the T. Not, oh, it was like an 89% retrace or an 87. No, literally 88.6% retrace on the bearish bat and the bullish bat. That is so good, man. All right, let's just run to Murr real quick, because I mean, you know, list rate coming in with 500 today. That's freaking all world. Thank you, dude. Yeah, Murr kind of already did his thing, right? Yep. Oh, hey, Murr hit its 161. Dude, the alert went off. I even like joked about it in the Discord. It was like randomly things were just tanking, man. And all of a sudden I got a beep on MIR. I'm like, what beep on MIR? And it was like, that was why. Because we had plotted this, looked at it, and here it is. Sure, it's maybe a type 2. It's kind of a loser though, right? I mean, it's all it does is lose. So it's like, though it's great and all, I would still rather be with I'd like to trade an asset that has a way better overall trend and look, right? Where it's making higher highs, higher lows like Bitcoin. All it does is go up. If you're in it long enough, if you're in MIR long enough, you become homeless, right? So it's like, yeah, sure. Yeah. Reacting at the 1618 because it finally hit it when the markets were crashing. But that's it. Like, I don't know if it's going to go back down for a type 2 or whatever, but it could be a type 2. It could be just one low, then the second low. Chat, we're above $40,000. Can we get some
Hype in the chat!
Look here!
Look, listen!
I just felt like streaming.
Bitcoin? $40,000. Very, very nice. And just like that, man, it's bad. It's real bad. February 24th. It's real bad. February 18th, you fell below support. All you need is some new data. Just a couple days of new data. It can tell us so much. And that's how you can see the shift from not bullish to bullish very fast. Total is breaking back above its critical inflection point from February 22nd, chat. Let's go. Soon to be re-breaking out of its supply line too. Very, very good stuff. One bottom, you don't know. The second bottom, you do know. Bitcoin, $40,186, $40,250, $40,300 right there. Wow. Add another alert on total. We're like really breaking out that supply line. I'm doing other things. Beautiful, man. This is like, you have to be paying attention to this stuff like daily, and that's like why most people don't do it, because and that's maybe why you might watch the stream. Because things can change so fast. You get a candle like that, and all of a sudden, the argument for hidden bullish divergence becomes real. Then you got the follow through today that I think kind of confirmed that engulfing hammer yesterday. And now you're catching some more, and now you're on your way to the critical levels. And if you break it, what we're thinking is another mega. It's like a dragon, right? I think you've already broke a supply line, but you could, like I did that yesterday. I adjusted it, and you could say the head, the foot, the spine, the second foot.
Weekly Broski.
All right, we'll look at it. Thank you, dude. On Mur. We just had to come back. We had to interrupting Bitcoin price. Yeah, you break a supply line. That's kind of like X marks the spot. Maybe you're breaking a supply line, but what are you really doing? You're actually breaking the inflection point from freaking history. That's everything. So you get back above that after double bottoming. I think you're going to 57K probably. And again, the argument for that is just wave analysis. The waves, man. It's the waves. The 886, where does it line up? I mean, dude, for real, if it hits just the old April all-time high, or May, yeah, it's April. All-time high of 65K. Just don't be surprised. Remember, long-term uptrend, midterm downtrend still. Once you break 45K, it's a confirmed midterm uptrend. Short-term uptrend then, right? And then all of a sudden, everything's uptrending. Like everything about the macro is uptrending. So the market conditions become very favorable for longs and holding and stuff, right? So one low, and then the same low, and then a higher low, and then, oh my God, another higher low, and 886, and then within the 886 is another 886. Value within value, it's valueception. But we have to break 42K. You have to break 42K, man. And then I'll start feeling real good again. All right? But again, the real line in the sand's 44, 44, 4. Or sorry, all the fours. Whew. Holy crap, what a stream, man. Been live for 1 hour, 45 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Bitcoin is really spicy. You know, it was at 40K and now it's at 39,800. It could be the dawn of the new beginning. The new beginning, the new wave. You just went through a wave that lasted from November all the way to late January. Really, I mean, it's still kind of ending. You're working on the end with the confirmation low. Multi-month wave down, and it looks like it's complete. It's completing itself. Let me just go back to that real quick. Yeah, big one's cooled off. It's calming down. It's, you know, it is the weekend. So Myrrh, where was it? He said, look at the weekly. Wow, that's actually almost a literal gravestone doji. But, you know, technical bullish engulfing candle is happening. And, yeah, I mean, like, you have, like, very little to no data. But, yeah, you're about to go positive momentum for the first time since January 10th. RSI, I don't think there's not enough data to really analyze the weekly oscillators. But, yeah, nevertheless, it's okay. But, yeah, again, prevailing downtrend. Look, dude, if Bitcoin really is bottoming out here, I think Myrrh is going to rally too. Myrrh will see higher prices, but the problem is with this one, by the time Bitcoin, wherever it tops out at, Myrrh is making a lower high than the previous highs and dumps again, right? Where Bitcoin pulls back and then runs again. And this one just underperforms massively for the other ones. Okay, there you go, dude. And thanks again, dude, for that $520 on the day, man. Session top Jesus for sure. Okay, next one was for so Lil G pump, man. It's remember it's $20 minimum. Sorry, you super chat at 1576, so just you can throw in whatever is you need. But let's go to the next one though. The meta criteria.
Bitcoin could go back to 60 or 57 and make a lower high and make a huge head and shoulder with the third peak, then go for its major retrace. Just a possibility.
Of course, thank you, dudes. Let me get to that after. Once we get to, you know, going in line, looking at all these requests and stuff. Tezos, though, yeah, this is trade setup, dude. This is a trade setup. It's already started. This is unreal. I mean, it's like ungodly, dude. This should be like an NFT. You know, patrons, if you're a patron, you were pinged on this, right? Like, this day when it created that low, February 24th, just look back, just type in Mitre on Discord and then XTZ USD and you'll find it. But this is it, man. This is the bottom. This is where major reversals happen. All you have to do is look at the last time we identified the exact same structure. It's just history repeating itself. It's in a long-term uptrend, undeniably. Look, this demand line. You're above the demand line. You're above the inflection points. You're double bottoming. You're showing very real bullish divergence on the RSI. Class C bullish divergence on the MACD histogram is fine. I mean, you have so much upside on this, dude. I mean, you're going to go test 394. But this is like, if you just don't worry about the context, you just talk about harmonic trading. You know, you're talking like, I would think an adequate target, shoot, dude, 583. But then after 583 is like 770, dude. Yeah, this is a trade setup, man. This is, I know it's up 6%, but dude, it's not like this was, oh, I just discovered this like literally right now because you requested it. No, it's been this way. And on the sell-off, it's like, oh my God, the markets are crashing. It's like, dude, we might get a type 2 here. And here, lo and behold, it's holding. And there could be massive upside on this. Don't be surprised. If you're surprised, I don't even know what the heck you're doing, man. So much upside on Tezos. Tesla's going to Coinbase soon. It's on Coinbase. Dude, are you high? It is on Coinbase. Anyway. Next request. Big yikes. This is like, oh, I think you're just requesting that to, I don't know. Be like, hey, I found one worse than Jasmine, and then the other one that I can't remember its name because it's so bad. You would never touch this. It doesn't matter if it goes up. It's a loser, and it will underperform Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, Tezos. Probably going to perform as well as Myrrh. Probably going to perform as well as Jasmine Coin. So why would you own it? Why own this when there's just so many other assets that exist? Why put your hard-earned money that you work so hard for into some loser trash like this? I bet you that you requested it. You may not even know what this is. I bet you don't even know what its use case, by the way. It's probably some just loser in his basement who made a coin. And dude, we listed it, man. And this is what you get, a rug pull. This is like a rug pull, dude. So that's, whatever. I don't even know why I went to it, but there you go. Next request. You don't get it, man. You don't understand. Good. All right. Why buy Bitcoin when it was dumping 2 days ago? New data presented itself. Are you watching these streams every day? I mean, I try to make it really clear, like extremely. I do everything I can to make it so clear on why we change. It can change that fast. Do you understand? War got waged and volatility, risk on assets gloriously recovered. Bearish breakdowns were invalidated on index funds for now. Things change that fast. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to miss out. You're not going to be able to identify this stuff. That's why a lot of people watch the stream. This is like literally what I do. So CTK, it's hidden 886, it looks like. There's some divergence. It's in the middle of a range. The lowest risk area would be like 70, 80 cents, obviously. But you may not get there because the macros might recover. So it could be like potentially bottoming. So it could be like a lower low. So there's that, you got that. Let's see how deep it is from the low to high. I'll use a scam wick. This is a loser scrub coin. 886. So all this divergence on the daily is happening at a deep value perceived area. So like many others, like Bitcoin, like not even Ethereum. Ethereum was too strong. It did 786. So your target from here, if the divergence plays out, is 135. Above that, I don't know if it's going to break. That's a very key zone. That is serious. If you ever broke 146, you could be off to the races, man. So much higher. But it's so like big of a resistance that I don't even know if you can talk about it until it breaks that, man. So it's like a kind of a big old M shape that's bottoming out at an 88% retrace. I think there are better assets to own over CTK, but whatever, you can do whatever you want, man. You can put your money in CTK, Jasmine, whatever the F we just looked at, Myrrh. You can do whatever you want, man. Let's see. Next request. I'm going through it. That was it. No more requests. We did it. Got through them all, man. I'll do them all. Busy day today. So though it was a good start, a good little pump, obviously short-lived. Still okay. I mean, it's fine. I mean, just give it time, man. Just got to break that 200 moving average, that pesky 200 moving average on the 4-hour. But your oscillators are implying everything's good for $40,600. Yeah. I'm confident to believe it would go there. To just test it and fail and go to zero, but at least test it. You know, I'm saying test it, go to zero, or break it and go to 100K. Either way, I think you're so close to it that it will be tested based on the fact that you're not overbought. You are in the bullish control zone. Your positive momentum is beginning to build again. And everything we know about the 886 and then the 886 within the 886. That's all saying it's done. The selling, the wave is over. The selling's done, and it's time for the new wave to begin, and it's just starting. No, I didn't do Playboy. I missed that one. My bad. Hold on. I'm going to go to it right now. The heck? It's like PLBY, right? Yes.
Any chance of taking a look at Spruced on 1D? Bat with a type 2?
And so UB. I don't know, we can look at it. We can look at it. Thank you, dude. Wow, dude. Wow. So this one, from your whatever, lowest low ever to your highest high ever, around the 886. Bullish divergence, not really anymore. I mean, there was. It's just kind of hanging out here. You know, if you wanted to be a long on Playboy, these are certainly levels that are lower risk and value perceived, right? You're getting Playboy on an 88% sale. If you want to own Playboy, go for it. I think if you can truly break 1640, very real resistance. If you break that, I don't know why you wouldn't go up to test 21 bucks. Yeah, if you break 1640, boom, $20 to $21. If you ever break $21, probably going to see $27.57 after that. So, I don't know the structure here. It's kind of an M shape, maybe.
Can you have a quick look on Kraus?
Maybe it's a Garley,
Cool
dude.
face.
It's too kind of perfect. Arnie, you know the rules, right? Dang, this is 618. Oh my god, dude, it is a Gartley. Oh my god, chat. Playboy. This could be the bottom, dude. This could be it. One does not simply ignore the Gartley, get left behind. This little pattern right here, this visible on the 4-hour, right? It's developed where? Where has this Gartley developed? Value perceived, major value perceived areas, from the lowest low ever to the highest high ever. Yes, I think you're probably going to 20 bucks here. Your target is $20, all right? In time. I have strong confidence in this little M shape. The little M shape that could. But it's the M shape that is the perfect Gartley. It's the Gartley. Man. Tell you, dude. Crazy. Super Jack, there you go, dude. There you go, dude. $25 more likes. We could do that in seconds, dude. Shoot, dude. Shoot. Casper, back to square scrub. You know, 7.6 cents on this chart seems like a pretty real area. You got to get back above that. Yes. So this was an identified scuffed Gartley that I just used the candle high class. I didn't use like Psycho Wick, and it was perfect. well, yeah, you're definitely showing undeniable bullish divergence on both oscillators. So you just cannot be surprised if Casper rallies here. Can't be surprised because Bitcoin's implying that it's bottoming out. So the macro rallies, this thing, you know, a rising tide lifts all ships, even the trashiest scrub ships. Okay, even ghost ships. This is Casper, the ghost ship. And yeah, I think if you get above 7.6 cents, your target could very well be 15 cents. That's it. Okay. You could also maybe kind of a shark, a psycho weird shark. I wouldn't even look at it like an M shape, dude. But it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves, and the fifth wave's the 886. You know, think about where you are from this previous low to this high. You're bottoming out at a value perceived area. So like everything makes sense for a reversal here. Sure. God, you said CPR. No, you said CSPR. No, okay. Casper. His name's literally Casper with a K. Alright. The literal ghost. Yeah, H-bar got the type 2 as well. Oh yeah, it already got it. Yeah, I was doing it when the market was crashing. It was crazy. It's great.
Hey Mitch, can we look at RNDR/USDT on KuCoin? 2D all-time Gartley formation, X point starting around 35C, backtesting old highs looking left and with a type 2 potential reaction. Thanks, and can you shout out my friend Job?
What's up, Jayu? Jayu in the chat. Can we get some shout out to Jayu? Yeah, look at reindeer coin or Rendar coin. Yeah, it looks like it's bottoming out and it's doing the same thing. It's like, yeah, that's like a psycho. That's like almost looks like a perfect Gartley. Could be a little deep on D, but the wave structure looks so sound here. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, see, you want the 886, and that happens. Either way, yeah, that's the bullish engulfing candle yesterday. The really, really nice little hammer, the large wick, you know, small body, and the engulfing. It's okay. I mean, I think that if it's going to bottom out here, then the target's going to be. Sorry, I guess I did it on the 4 hour. I think your minimum target on this is 350. Yeah, 350, dudes. And then really above that, I don't know, we can talk about that high right there. Yeah, that's very real of a resistance because you like 1 time, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's like $3.50 to $4 is your mega zone of resistance. So you'll go test that zone probably off this. But I have no idea if it's going to be strong enough to break $4. If it does break $4, I mean, you could very well see much, much higher levels like $6 plus. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. You've got a supply line that you have not broken yet. So this is something else to probably pay attention to. You're getting closer though, aren't you? Yes, you are. This is the daily too. This isn't a joke. This is very real, but this looks amazing on the 4 hour. So yeah, it's type 1 return though. It's not like Tezos. It's not type 2 returning. It's just right here. Just reacted. I think the engulfing candle like confirmed the reaction. Let's see. No real divergence there. It's okay. It's a wave structure. Looks like it's done. And looks like it's gonna rally. Go test supply line around 327. Yeah.
Can you please check dollar A and
Thanks
C?
again, Chris. Yeah. A and C. On you specify, dude. You're bringing up all these random S coins and expect me to know exactly which one to go to. I mean, you know how many requests I'm doing, right? So it's like, don't you think it would be considerate if I have like doing all these requests for 2 hours for me not to have to like look around for the most data? I don't know. Rendar, I mean, there's so many coins that get listed every day that there could have very well been listed November 28th and I had no idea. It's just tough, man. So now I got to do a whole new request. I got to do the whole new thing, you know, and it's just, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, sorry. It's like, It's great. It's great because it's amazing. It's like really good. It's really, really good. Okay. It's back above the March 28th high last year. A bullishly go. You stay above that, you're bullish as F. That's it. Yep. And the beauty of it is it's done a full reset, or almost. From that low to the high. I mean, it made an 85% retrace. It's double bottoming at a 786, so a 78% sale in this asset, and there's just bullish convergence here. So yes, more data, it's even better. It makes the argument we just had even better. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm trying to like get on to people. It's just, you know how it is. I'm just saying, use a little empathy. If you're asking about an S coin, be like, could you look at it on this exchange for me? If you have if you know if there's more data on an exchange and you know it's an S coin, then you can just be like, this on KuCoin. Next request. Oh my God, he did say KuCoin. That's all right. So it's literally my fault, like 100% my fault. So you are free to disown me if you want, but at the same time, it's not even a defense because you did write it and it's not nothing to do. It's like that was so unjustified for me to say that. I'm just saying, like, you know, how many requests have we done today? How many charts have I looked at? For 2 hours, 7 minutes nonstop. So I'm just getting, you know, you start, you know, losing your
Hey Mitch,
focus and
how was the concert last
all
night?
that. So
Who did you see?
what's up, B Bloom? It was good. It was good. They're amazing in person. And that's it. Yeah, they're great. Just as good as they were when I listened to them, you know, on YouTube. So anyway, sorry, Chris. And sorry, good God. Jayu. Sorry, both of y'all. My God. Blunder years. Holy crap. Here's like someone requested ANC, which I think this is the only thing that exists. Like there's nothing on any other exchange. And yeah, I just banned myself, literally. I'm banned from myself. This is about all you can do, right? On ANC. Just parabolic uptrend. You can't use Fibonacci because there's like, how do you use Fibonacci here? You can't. There's no structure. Just since it was listed, it's kind of just
Matt Curran tipped $21.21. Can you look at Hex? I'm watching 40 minutes behind, so if you looked at it already might be bad, then please.
Yeah, we already looked at Hex. It's good above a certain level. We'll go back to it if you want, Matt. Good to see you, dude. Yeah. We'll look at it. But, you know, for ANC, killer marker, please be empathetic that what else can I do? You know, there's like no oscillators. It's 78 on daily. Same type of parabolic uptrend on the 4 hour. It's just not enough data to really do much. No structures. It's like not tradable for a long. Like you keep going, but I mean, there's no strategy involved with longing here. It's actually look how far away it's getting. So if this is the mean of the parabolic uptrend, look how far away you are from the mean of the uptrend. You are extended away from the curved line. It's crazy because look what you're like freaking do. This thing is like, it's like legging up upon a leg. It's legged up, going parabolic, and it's literally.
Check Telcoin.
There's so much demand it can't even get back down to that curved line. It's crazy, man.
Thank you.
Literally crazy. What's up, Space? Yes. Tell on KuCoin. Yes. I think it's wild, man. So obviously no long opportunity. 369. I don't know. $4 is a psychological level, maybe. You know, 4.00. Cool asset. Moon. All it does is moon, I guess. Right? High highs, high lows. Love it. Get right, Bitcoin. You're never going to break that 200 moving average, man. Chat, y'all think Bitcoin's going to break the 200 moving average again tonight? Sorry. Stretch it. Oof. Oh, yeah, let's go to Hex. again, just for a minute, briefly. So kind of like reassess things on my chart for Hex, where I'm just looking at like, it's just this zone, it's all this chop, there's a low, there's another low. Okay, there's bullish divergence from this low to the next low. You bullishly engulfed beautifully back above that little level, these two lows here. And I think above these two levels, you're okay. You know, of course, you want to always get back above 17 cents, that high back from July. But I think like talking about being safe, you're okay here. But, you know, you are not making higher highs. You've made about the same lows, this low from December. With the divergence, with this level holding, with being above 14.5 cents, if it ensued a rally after this, I wouldn't be that surprised, right? Because all crypto looks, I mean, Bitcoin and Ethereum actually look like they're majorly bottoming out. They're trying to anyway. For now, until new data presents itself to contradict the argument that is continuing to develop, you have to say that it looks like maybe they are trying to majorly bottom out. So if they do, then it's probably good for Hex, even though we know Hex doesn't really do anything that they do. It's kind of like its own beast. A low beta. There you go, that man. No one said Jasmine looked good, dude. No one. Telcoin. Just your run-of-the-mill S-coin, dude. That I think they're just way better assets to look at. Like, there's just better arguments on too many other coins than this one. Okay, so obviously February 9th last year, April last year, and now February this year. You've touched it, right? You just made your lowest low you had seen since April last year. Wow, dude. Something you don't hold. You do not hold these things. Now you hold them till they play out, you know, but if you hold this for almost a year, then you make $0. You don't make any money. So yeah, it's showing the same type of bullish divergence that a lot of other assets are doing at this critical level. It's made a deep retrace, you know, like from the lowest low down here to the highest high. It's around the 886, you know, so it's like a lot of others, but it's certainly not as near as good of an argument for an awesome long as others, right? So it's okay. It will definitely rally here if Bitcoin does, and the altcoins, Ethereum. If it does, you're going back up to 9.2 tenths of 1 cent, and that's the big line in the sand. You've tested that before and you failed. So if you broke it though, my God, the upside potential could be insane. And what does it historically do when it bounces off that level? It runs, you know. So note a couple different peaks there. You know, the first time it just went insane, but I would say if it's above 9.2 cents, it could eventually find its way at 2.7 cents. Oh, okay, I see maybe what's going on. It looks like a shark at a 113, maybe a little lower. My God, it's a freaking 113 shark. Wow. There you go, tell. Is it a 113 on type 2? Could be. It's the shark. Speaking of sharks, while I'm here, you want to see a shark that looks like this? That I liked a lot? XLM, Stellar Lumens, now showing bullish divergence and the type 2 return of the bullish shark. But it's not just all those variables we always want. It's the other one too, which is where this is all happening, where all these bullish variables are occurring is right here. This low back from June of 2018, this high back from May of 2019, that is what makes this very good. So if the TA is respected and all these variables play out, probably going to 30 cents eventually on XLM. Okay? First time, no one knows. Second time, everyone knows. more confidence, more bids, bigger rally. This is the daily too, so we're good, man. We have more data on ANC on Bitfinex. Okay. Well, there you go, dude. Oh, been a good stream, man. Got through all the requests, did all of it. 2 hour, 16-minute Friday evening stream. Optimism returning to risk on assets. There you have it. Whichever way you want to look at it. I mean, you did already break out. You already broke out. You're doing what silver. Remember silver. Bitcoin's doing what silver did. It broke its supply line. And what did it do after it broke the supply line? It created the M shape. And then bullish consolidation. And now we're thinking eventually $26, $30. There you go. Next Ethereum, I'll take you at your word, adults, and we'll just say that yes, I would rather own Ethereum right now than Hex, certainly. I would rather own Bitcoin than Hex right now, based on the technicals. Not, ooh, I am literally an indoctrinated cult member of Hex because Richard Hart.
Gentlemen in the mix.
Yeah, just technicals. Hidden bullish divergence. Higher low. Confirmation low. Deep value received areas. You get above 44,444, you're going to $57,000. Really high probability. No, I would own Hex over Jasmine. Yes. Because Hex technically is better than Jasmine. And dude, come on, track record. Hex versus Jasmine. It's like a joke, dude. Okay. So we did it, man. Women, children, everyone, aliens. Good things are coming. If the TA is respected, very good things are coming. Massive new large wave up. Type 1, Type 2. The Type 2 was the 886 of the Type 1. Unreal. Just crazy. Crazy good. You got to break 200. You got to break 40. You got to break 42. Then you got to break 44. There's a lot of work to be done. But no one said it was going to be easy. The journey to Mordor was going to be full of peril. Bitcoin right now was just given the ring. He just found out about what's going on in the world. And he found out the Nazgul's on their way. They're on the way to the Shire. That's where Bitcoin is right now, okay? If this is Lord of the Rings, he's leaving the Shire.
Tip $33. I got a match, I guess. I'm coming for you.
Oh, B-dubs. Yeah, Penthouse Jesus, man. The Penthouse Jesus has usurped your crown. Yeah, man. He's actually broken your record a few times, I think now. He's created the record and then he's broken it. He shattered his own records. He did that for Penthouse Jesus, but he also did that for the amount of Super Saiyan Bitcoin emoji balls in the jar. I think like 7's the record now. Brady's talking about Penthouse Jesus. B-Dubs was the Penthouse Jesus for a while. B-Dubs, the stage is yours. I remember you were saying you were going to take out Vet and Moonboy. I remember those days not too long ago. Only a few months. But yeah. Either way, man. I hope everyone had a good week. You rest up. This week has been one of the most insane weeks I think we've ever experienced. And I would say it is definitely the most insane week we could probably have all experienced since the COVID crash. Like in just terms of uncertainty, volatility, ups and downs, news coming out every 30 seconds on something, changing things. It is a tumultuous time, but there could be opportunity in these tumultuous times. We're just applying what we've learned. All right. Pray for the tea to be respected, because moon soon, if so.
Can we look at
God.
Metis/WETH? The USD pair is not enough data and the S-coin Tethys is not on TradingView yet, although they have TradingView charts on their native site.
Are we looking at it because you want to apply traditional technical analysis? Or are we looking at it because you just, it's your favorite Beanie Baby, you know? I mean, I'll abide. I mean, I'll do what you want, you know, but... I've been here before. I mean, certainly not deep enough for value, right? For, you know, you just look at it and you say, well, this isn't done. You know, it's not done. It's not the area where we would want it. You know, we would want this asset to go down lower. We would want an asset to see a minimum 786, right? 786 for a cipher, and it lines up with a high from November, but you would really want the 886. The 886 would make the most sense. I wouldn't touch this asset till then, because look at the highs, you know, from September and October last year. Look at this, late October and then December, and once you broke at moon. So it's like, you know, if you had your buying climax, you attempted your rally, there's a correction going on. Yes, it looks like maybe it's wedging or something, but again, think it's always, this is your best area.
Don't talk about Hex like that. And don't talk about Richard Hart like that. Don't you know? He called the top of Bitcoin. Geez man. 0.005000000 ETH.
I'll talk about them however I want, dude. Isn't that crazy? Thank you though, appreciate the contribution. Yeah, so you got like a little, you have a drawdown and then a very real consolidation structure, which is like, you know, a falling wedge. You have a falling wedge potential reversal. Like, so yes, you could definitely, like the macro improves and like Bitcoin's bottomed out, which it looks like it is. Of course this thing could rally. You know, and if it does, I mean, I think you probably could go all the way up to 5.8 cents again if it resolves bullishly, but it could break down too. And again, the best area to take a long on this would be 2.1 cents, but remember, these things can act as reversals. So yeah, there is triple bullish divergence on the RSI, a low, the lower low, and then the lowest low, and you have higher levels of relative strength every time. So it is implied locally that sellers are kind of exhausted on the 4 hour, and a break to the upside could happen. Again, if the macro improves, which is Bitcoin, if it's reversing and a new wave, a new bullish large waves happening, this could very well reverse to the upside here. But again, just talking about value, there's better value at lower levels, but whatever. Yeah, I didn't mention the 10K call. Where's that? I mean, but whatever. Of course. Again, it's Kool-Aid. Well, I don't know how much more y'all could ask of me right this evening. I mean, we had a really good stream, gone through countless assets today. First, before the asset request, we went across the markets. Things have changed from the beginning of the week to the end. It's been wild. And I think some good things are brewing for our favorite assets. Not just Bitcoin, but also Ethereum. And once these key levels are taken out, after you've confirmed a bottom, so much upside potential. It's the same thing I'm thinking like here, right? Like Bitcoin. like that. Okay, eventually. Could take months, but still. New wave. Just like it took months for this wave, it could take months for this wave because this is a big wave, a huge wave, C to D. So thanks for coming out, everyone. I appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. Be sure to join the Discord if you haven't. Right? Pinned above. You will miss a live stream. I might do a 2 a.m. pump stream tonight if things get insane. But you will miss the stream because you're not in the Discord because you thought that YouTube would notify you, but it doesn't. YouTube fails to notify all the time. Get in the Discord and you won't miss my stream no matter what time I do it. So, I'll be back. Enjoy your weekend. Prayers for Ukraine. Seriously. Until next time, respect the T. A. Bruh, really?
Can you look at X? I'm watching 40 minutes behind, so if you looked at it already might be.
Oh my
Back
God,
then,
dude.
please.
Dude. Why is that not showing up on my... Oh, there it is. No, never mind. That's old. Sorry. Something's going on with Stream Elements when you switch scenes with different overlays. For some reason, it like duplicates. I hate that. Some weird new bug. But B-dubs, Crypto Hoarder, man. He's a beast. We don't know he's like, you know, it's like a new. So Vet Moon Boy's like our Goku, right? And then you had Gavin, who's like Vegeta, came in, or Frieza, and it's like, oh my god, man. But Vet Moon Boy, after the war, he came out on top. But now there's a new potential antagonist for Vet Moon Boy. And there's so much mystery behind Crypto Hoarder. We don't know his power levels, his true power levels, because he's never had to really use them. Which is all the more scary. Because he's defeated everyone. Except that they have not matched up yet, Vet Moon Boy and Crypto Hoarder. Okay, yeah, just real quick. Let's... Wait. Was that, Matt, did you tip for BAT? Because I'm not even seeing that on my... I don't think that's real. I don't think he tipped again. BAT then, please. Ah, okay. Now I get it. I had just not read it all the way. Let me just go to BAT. That was a good reminder. Wow. Yeah. It's okay. I think there are better assets. I legit think there are better assets. Yeah, I know you didn't tip again. Yeah, now I'm sorry. It's come to the realization. So here we are, man. I mean, it's like you got a big M shape. It just kept selling off. Let's see, what kind of retrace have you gotten from the low to the high on BAT? Wow, we finally did it, right? It took Ukraine being invaded for BAT to hit its full 886. Around 59.6 cents. Yeah, we were using this anchor point. It looked okay, uptrend. And then I'm just like, you know, let's keep it simple. When everything was getting bad, it was breaking demand lines. I'm like, all right, let's just go back to the horizontal lines and see where we're at. Well, here you are. You're at an 886, and you are certainly, without a shadow of a doubt, showing bullish divergence of the 4 hour, probably on the daily too. It looks that good on the 4 hour. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So this thing, it's making a lower low. So that's where it's not as good as like Ethereum, BNB, and these other Theta, or the ones we've been looking at, you know, right? But it's still showing tremendous amounts of seller exhaustion. I love it. I love how little negative momentum you're getting now on a slightly lower low. And now you're showing bullish divergence on the RSI as well. So think about it maybe like this. Dang, man, that's like psycho stuff right there. You could look at it like a crazy shark or a bat, you know. Really tough because of this massive buying climate. It's still valid. That is a shark. I mean, that is literally a shark, right? Yeah. It is a shark. So if you're showing this much seller exhaustion at an 88% retrace on an XABCD, I would say if it breaks down, I'll be more surprised than if it rallies to 88 to 92 cents next. I think that's what would happen. I think it would go to 88 to 92 cents
Hey,
next.
Mitch, couldn't think of a better place to spend the last week tuning into all this craziness. Can we check Brief while we're still here?
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, we can look at that while I'm still here. Yeah. It's crazy though how I like, because of Matt, that's wild, dude. The duplicating TTS bug has got me back here accidentally, and you know, made sure that you got your request. So could you be surprised if it goes to 88.92 cents? No, you cannot be, because the macro looks like it's trying to bottom out with confirmation on significant time scales. The individual asset itself has hit the level, the pattern completion zone officially now, and all this divergence. That's strong enough of an argument to say the probability is higher it goes to 88 cents to 92 cents next. Okay. Okay, Amani Gold, BRYYF was requested. I mean, I don't know. What can you do with this, man? Like, what does this even do? Precious metals. Sure. I mean, it could be here for another year, but it certainly sprung and is back tested a spring. That's all I can tell you. I don't, dude, it's so, look at this. I mean, there are so many days where no one trades it. That's what, when you see these little dots, that means no one bought and no one sold over an entire day. That's whack. It's really hard to distinguish where's an inflection point. I don't know, because of all those little dots. Those days where there was no trading. I mean, all I can do is like maybe look at like that. You know, maybe it goes to 2.5 tenths of 1 cent if this spring back test of spring holds. But you're not helping me out here. You're putting me in a hard position because of just the wackiness of the chart, right? Okay. Crypto Hoarder versus Vent Moonboy. 90s gaming stream. Oh, we could create some insane memes if they ever decided they wanted to actually. I know Crypto Hoarder said he wants a piece of Bet Moonboy, but I haven't even reached out to Bet Moonboy about it to tell him, because I think Bet Moonboy could just be like Apollo Creed, where like, look, dude, I'm retired. I'm retired from the top Jesus. You know, he's got his crown. Maybe he wants to retire on top. He doesn't want to go into another battle. You know. So you know what that means, right? That means the Crypto Hoarder, in a way, that's almost like him voluntarily conceding, and it's all you know. It's almost like, you know, that Moonboy kind of with Gavin. It's like, this is it. It's like no one can beat 37,142 with one singular tip. No one can, right? That's what was implied. That's what he did. That's why he did it. And anyone that wants to challenge it, go ahead. And we'll summon him back, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's tip wars, wild world we live in. Okay, so I'm gonna try this again. You know, thank you all for watching. It was good. What a stream! Optimism returning. Let's go for 40,000 tonight. Test it, maybe break it. And then eventually, off this second low, we see 57, 58K. Yeah, Theta was hyped up today. Because it wasn't hyped. It was literally... Dude, it's like I get excited when all the variables we look for over and over and over present themselves, you know? That's all it is, man. Getting hype on something. I'm just, passionate about charts, man. I don't know. I love them. So I'll be back. Until next time. Respect the T. Hey.
Gentlemen in the mix.